What is up, guys? We had the chance to visit with Lenovo at CES 2020, and while they had a huge amount of products, we were most interested in their Legion gaming line. So here are some of the products they'll be launching in 2020. Our CES 2020 coverage is brought to you by Kingston's A2000 entry-level NVMe solid-state drive. With up to 1 terabyte of capacity and 3 times the performance of a traditional SSD at about the same price. So starting things off, you have the Legion BoostStation, which is an external GPU solution. And we've seen these for the past few years now, and they're becoming very popular just for the fact that many people want a thin and light laptop that they can travel with or take to work. But when they get home, you want a game. You want to play those AAA titles at high frame rates. So this is kind of the solution for you. Now, this will support graphics cards up to 300 millimeters. It will come as a bare bones kit for $249.99, but they will offer versions with GPUs, in it already. So you'll be able to get RTX 2060, 2070, and 2080 super cards in there. You'll also be able to get a GTX 1660 Ti as well as an AMD Radeon RX 5700. So a bunch of different options if you didn't want to go ahead and install your own GPU. Now the kit itself will actually pull out from the back. It's toolless, which is kind of cool. Makes it easy to upgrade or easy to install your own GPU. But besides your GPU, you can actually fit in a SATA drive as well as 2 M.2 drives. So again, this is more like a docking station. So, you come home and you plug in, and of course you get the performance of the GPU, but you might have all of your games stored on that SATA drive or those M.2s, not taking up space in your laptop, which is pretty nice. Now on the back, you'll get 2 USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports, 1 USB 2.0 port. Of course, you have the Thunderbolt 3 port for the main connection, 1 HDMI and 1 Ethernet. So like I said, it is sort of like a big docking station, giving you more ports, giving you, Ethernet. Of course, if you're playing online games, you definitely want to plug in directly and everything like that. As I said, the bare bones kit will be $249.99 and it will be available in May. The next product is really made to go with the BoostStation. It is Lenovo's Legion Y740S, and it's a 15.6 inch gaming laptop that is 14.9 millimeters thick and weighs just over 4 pounds. The thing that I'm trying to wrap my head around is why they're calling it a gaming laptop, because there's no discrete GPU on this. Again, it's meant to be really teamed with the BoostStation, but they're calling it a gaming laptop. Whereas like the BoostStation, you can connect to any thin and light that has Thunderbolt 3. So not exactly sure why it's part of the Legion brand. Maybe again, just to team, you buy the Y740S and the BoostStation together. But you'll be able to get this in with 10th generation Core H processors, up to 32 gigabytes of DDR4 memory and a 1 terabyte solid state drive. As far as display options go, you'll get a 4K IPS display with 600 nits brightness and then a 1080p IPS display with 400 nits brightness. The weird thing about the displays, again, being a gaming laptop, is both of them are 60 Hertz. I really don't understand that, especially for the 1080p version. Again, you're gonna wanna connect, if you're using this with the BoostStation, you're gonna get 60 Hertz. Especially on 1080p, if you have a 2080 in there, you're gonna wanna push something much higher than that. So that's a little weird to me. For a thin and light, it does have a decent amount of connections. So on one side, you have 2 Thunderbolt Type-C connections. And then on the other side, there's one thing I love to see on thin and light. It is an SD card reader, so you will get that. So many of these thin and lights just forgot about an SD card reader. You'll have that plus a combination headphone and microphone jack. And then on the back, you get 2 USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports. So a decent amount of connections for a thin and light. This will also be available in May 2020, starting at $1099. When it comes to gaming displays, new for 2020 is the Legion Y25-25. This is a 24.5 inch IPS panel with a 240 Hertz refresh rate. It's also going to be FreeSync 2 compatible. It's going to give you 400 nits of brightness as well as 100% sRGB coverage. It also will have a 1 ms response time. As far as connections go, you're gonna get 2 DisplayPort 1.2 as well as a single HDMI 2.0. And then you'll also get 4 USB ports on this. So it does have a USB hub, which is gonna make it easy to connect, your mouse, your keyboard, other devices like that. It's also gonna have audio out. So if you wanna connect a stereo headset, you can go ahead and do that. Talking about headsets, it does have that headset stand that we saw in their previous monitors. Kind of just pulls out, allows you to easily hang up your headset. And then one thing I really like about this display in all of the Lenovo Legion displays is the actual stand. So the stand's gonna allow you to move the display up and down. It's going to allow you to tilt it, swivel it, and pivot it. So you pretty much can orient the monitor however you want. You don't need to, go out and buy a monitor arm or anything like that. You can, set this up however you want. The monitor will be available for $319.99 in June of this year. Finally, Lenovo has an entry-level gaming keyboard. It is their Legion K300, and it is a full-size keyboard, so you have a full complement of keys as well as a full number pad. Now, this is not a mechanical keyboard. It is a membrane keyboard. If you're familiar with those, it still kind of gives you a little bit of feel, obviously not feeling as good as a mechanical switch keyboard. It is going to give you 24 key rollover, and since you do have membrane, it is basically going to be splash resistant. So if you spill something on it, you shouldn't worry about ruining your keyboard there. It is RGB backlit with 5 different RGB lighting zones, and Lenovo will back it up with software so you can set up the RGB as well as reprogram the keyboard. This is going to be $49.99, and it will also be available in June. So that wraps it up for Lenovo at CES 2020. I know they had a lot of products, but we really wanted to focus on gaming because I figured that's what you guys would be most interested in. So again, we had the BoostStation external GPU. We had their thin and light gaming laptop, although I don't feel it's really a gaming laptop. And then we had the Y25-25 gaming monitor, and finally the membrane keyboard. Now, if you have any questions about these products, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below and let us know what your favorite product was. Was it the eGPU? Was it the monitor? Was it the keyboard? Was it the laptop? Definitely let us know in the comments as well. And be sure to check out our CES 2020 playlist. We'll see you guys in the next video.